In this video I made a few years ago, I show you a couple of ways to easily make flat composite panels for race cars, like floors or side panels. Two popular composite industry myths, particularly in the race car building industry, which have you believe that carbon fibre is the ultimate material and vacuum bagging is essential. I beg to differ. In the case of floors, like on off-road buggies and clubman race cars, carbon fibre is far from ideal because it shatters on impact. Kevlar is much stronger because of its greater tear resistance. Just wait till you try and cut this stuff with scissors. And it's cheaper than carbon fibre too. But flat panels are easily laid by hand without vacuum bagging. And the weight difference of a tiny extra bit of resin, well, it's bugger all. I show two methods in this video of easily hand laying flat panels. The first uses timber to make a composite sandwich. The second uses flat tin as a mould. You could also use core flute, which is the stuff that real estate agent signs are made from. The advantage of core flute is it readily separates from composites. Or you could, even on a shape like this, or just a flat panel for a floor, you could just use a piece of melamine for your die. And a word of warning, if you're thinking of using aluminium sandwich panels from the building industry in your car build, think again. Remember those terrible high-rise housing apartment building fires in the UK? Same material. While on Buggy's chassis is away being fully welded, is the ideal time for me to make its floor and the sump guard that'll go under the motor and the gearbox to protect them. Before I removed my chassis, I traced its outline onto my work table, so I've got a precise pattern to work to. Making this floor is going to be so easy, even a teenager could do it. I'm going to make a composite sandwich with this. I'll put 3 layers of Kevlar on the underside and a layer of carbon fibre and Kevlar on the top. This floor was easy to make because being bolted to the main chassis, it needed no reinforcing. It's just a plain sandwich sheet. I've said that I want Raptor to set a new benchmark in local racing, and that word benchmark keeps challenging my thinking as I'm making it. Normally, I'd always make a skid plate out of 3mm steel, which is why I bought this sheet for Raptor. You can see how heavy it is. Then I started thinking, I'm going to make the whole thing out of Kevlar and carbon fibre. Like the Buggy floor, this skid plate has no steel frame of the car to mount onto, so I'm going to add one in, plus some other bits of timber in the corners and across to make it a bit more rigid, and I'll lay cloth right over the top of those. Well, here she is. Weighs about 5 kilos. I've probably given it a bit of overkill by making it thicker than it needs to be. But with the skid plate, I only wanted to make it once. I deliberately made those sides high
so that I can bolt on bodywork around the engine to keep some of the dirt off. Thanks for watching.